ADR, this is King Black coming at y'all with my very first debt confession video. I wanted to show some of the stuff that I got going on. That way, y'all see, you know, that I'm walking the walk and, trying to make sure my stuff is taken care of. And I wanted to take y'all on this little bit of a journey while I go through this. And y'all numbers are going to look different than mine. Some of y'all are going to have a higher amount than me, but that's okay. Some of y'all are going to have a lower amount than me, that's also okay. But I wanted to share my progression on how I pay this stuff off, the right way. Some of y'all out there might look at these figures and be like, man, if I did the XYZ, I can make that in a week. But I already told y'all before, I don't advocate that type of lifestyle, man. Because although it's fast money, the places it leads ain't good, man. It leads to a very short life. And I already told y'all, I'm about being out here till I'm 60, 70, 80 years old, still claiming, ALKQN, and living right and being free and being outside. So I just wanted to share some of my current balances and then share with y'all the progression to see a realistic progression of paying this stuff down. And it's a little bit painful, but we're going to get into it. Alright, so the first one I got Discover 8,489.69. And all this is true as of October 2021. Next, got Citibank. Sitting at 659.46. Then I got Capital One sitting at 475.61. And lastly, one that probably all of us have, PayPal Credit. That one's sitting at 2,843. So just that right there, I'm not going to do the exact math right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe as my videos progress and I get a little bit better at things, I'll have the foresight to do some of this editing. But we're looking at about 10, what's that? Almost $12,000, right? Somewhere around there. A revolving debt. Now the biggest one that stands out to me is this one. And right now, this one has 22.99% interest. When I got this card, man, my credit score was looking sad. And I ran that balance up. That's why you gotta be careful with those 0% intro APRs for 18 months. It's real easy to spend money, but then when it comes time for that 0% period to end, if you didn't pay that balance off to zero, now you gotta pay that interest. So the minimum monthly payment on this one is like $200. But of course, if I want to make a debt, I gotta make more than that. Citibank, I think it's $35, and I think the interest on this one is $19.99. Capital One, minimum is $25, and I think also this one is 22.99. PayPal Credit, I don't remember what it is. I think it's 17.99%. So obviously, that's a lot to pay on interest on these balances. For PayPal credit, my minimum for that was like what was it now? $70 a month. Sorry about my handwriting. I'm left-handed. You know, it's already hard enough to go to school as a left-hander. Ain't nobody want to teach you how to write. So it is what it is. But anyways, 22.99%, 17.99, 22.99, 19.99. That's a lot of interest dollars to be paying on these high balances right here. And these two right here is what it looks like now. Or these, well, actually all of these. So about 6 months ago, this was sitting at like 10,000. This was sitting about 3,700. This was sitting about 900. This was sitting about 1,200. So I've done a good job paying it off so far. But I want to show y'all a real world example of, yo, we gotta honor our obligations. I mean, no money is free. You know what I'm saying? It comes at a cost, especially when you're out here using credit cards for daily survival living or for wants or buying whatever, you know what I'm saying? Buying Jordans, buying Air Force Ones, you know. So right now my plans for these are pulling that that debt snowball method, where I'm putting any extra amount on this so I can pay this down to zero and this $25 monthly payment plus whatever I was putting in to put this down to zero. I can start applying to this one, and this $35 monthly payment with whatever I was putting in combined with this, apply it to this, or make some headway on this, and then just 50-50 these until they go down until this one goes down to zero, then focus on that. But definitely right now, if all I was paying was that, it would take me like another 5 or 6 years, man, to pay that off, if not longer. And all that time, they getting all that profit off of me. And I'm trying to keep my money in my pockets, trying to get some more money in my budget so I can live better, upgrade, do whatever I gotta do. So I don't advocate people getting balances this high unless it's out of necessity, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all gotta live, right? So I get it. Sometimes you gotta make some hard choices in life. And this was due to a lot of necessities, in my opinion. You know, helping with the move after Hurricane Maria, helping with setup costs and everything like that. Just unavoidable things. And little crazy things that I was never exposed to before. And then these little things here were just on wants. Especially right here. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you go on like sites like eBay or whatever, and they're like, pay with PayPal credit, 12 months, 0%, whatever. It makes it real easy to fall into this trap and run this up. Especially when after a few months or maybe upwards of 12 months, making payments on time, when they throw another credit increase at you. And they're like, all right, instead of a $3,000 limit, we're going to go ahead and give you a $4,500 limit. Or a $6,000 limit. Like, I remember when I first started with them, I started off with the $3K limit. Then it jumped to 5. Then it jumped to 7. Then it jumped to 9. And then I think it jumped to 12. And then from there, right now, it's sitting at like 14.5. So it's tempting to know, yo, I still got 5,000 on the books. But I don't want to take it to that limit and have to be paying this every month on that balance. Because on top of the interest dollars, that minimum monthly payment gets harder to pay too. Because if I run this up to 14K, they're not going to say I need to make a minimum monthly payment of 2. It's going to go up to like 3 or 350 or 400. Then I still got to worry about these. Because if you miss one of these, Now you got reported late on your credit report. That's going to dock you some points. And that right there is the difference between getting a good interest rate for a house, a good interest rate for a car. Because you don't want to be trying to get a car and they're trying to talk to you about a 12% interest rate. That's horrible for a car. Or saying, yeah, we can't put you in that 0 or 1 or 2% new car loan. We got to go ahead and do this and do this. You need to come up with $4,000 down payment. And the interest rate is like 9%, and we need like 6 references. You don't want to be doing all that. So I wanted to share this with y'all to let y'all know, I got real life problems too. So I don't pretend like I'm holier than thou, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I live differently in certain areas, but I still struggle the same struggle as others face. Maybe next month we'll do this again, November, and see the difference I was able to make. But till next time, ADR, King Black.